Hey, this is Positive Poker, and
Yann.
for Project Plus, episode 7 today, an add-on from last time. Today we're gonna do a 20-hand quick-fire review. So let's see if we can get that done. Usually we're taking too much time, in my opinion. We wanna get it straight on point today. Another thing, the results were still on week 3. So yeah, good week last week. Let's see how the next one goes. This week will be focused on study because Yann is a bit sick, so we're not going to play too much. The homework, which we will focus on, is going to be again to watch 2 videos this time. The NL2 series I have on YouTube. And take notes. That should be a great format. I also incentivize you, if you're watching videos, ask some question. Take some notes, things you don't understand. This should be helpful. And this week we're gonna do 2 instead of grinding a ton of hands. Let's see how much we can get in. Maybe play shorter hours too, that's also the plan. And keep in mind the learnings. If something comes up, tilt issue, take a break. And we don't want to slow play. And folding sometimes is the best play. That's what we want to keep in mind. All right, Jan, some thoughts on that?
No, nothing special.
You think you can do it?
Yes.
Yeah, let's go. So yes, 20 hands of NL2. That's our goal today. Let's get right into it. These are hands from the last 3 sessions, right?
Exactly.
Okay. One you said was a bit a tilt session where you played too many hands or so?
Yeah, not even too many hands. I think, just... it was not the right day to play, I think.
All right, good to know.
I had too much weird spots, and then I just wanted to open everything because otherwise I will fold everything. I don't know, it was super weird.
Okay, no worries. We're just gonna get into it. 20 hands, NL2, let's go. First hand.
So, first hand, I have ace-queen offsuit in the cutoff. We have the UTG that folds. We have a fold from the middle position. I decide to open.
Yeah, seems good.
Button fold. Small blind 3-bet.
Yes.
Big blind fold. And at this point, I decide to call.
Okay, what's your thought? Already seeing one thing, I realized something.
Yes, so with ace-10, I would have folded because that was an issue before.
I like.
No,
yeah.
ace-queen, I'm a bit between both because I don't want to fold. I don't want to 3-bet either because it's a small blind. So yeah, I just decided to call and see.
Perfect. One thing we want to recognize here, his size is way too small. 9BB is too small here. So that's going to make me think he's not the best player for sure. He might not be a fun player just looking at those 3 hands or 20 hands he played. The stats seem somewhat reasonable, but we don't know. The size tells us he's probably a random. Another thing here, ace-queen is way stronger than ace-10, and we're in position. That's a huge factor in the hand. We get a great price, just can call in position, and that's it. Ace-queen should play well. We're making money this way, for sure. Unless we know he has kings plus, what we don't, so call seems fair. Yeah, good play. I would always just call.
Would you have called against 12 VB raise also?
Probably also, because it's small blind against cutoff, it's not early. If let's say we open UTG and he 3-bets, then it's getting a bit closer. He should play tighter against UTG. Cutoff versus small blind, I would still call, but 9BB makes me more happy calling. That's gonna make us more money. Yes, and 4-betting seems, the hand seems a bit wasted. We could 4-bet with streets, but it seems a bit wasted. I'd just always call here.
4-bet, I did not even think about it because if he 5-bets, I will
no
for sure.
4-bet would be a bluff.
Cards, so yeah.
Yeah, that would be a bluff. It's kind of a waste of our hand at that point.
Yes.
Yes, just call. Seems fine.
And off to a flop that comes 6, queen 8 with 2 clubs.
Okay, what do you think about the flop?
I like the flop.
Yes.
I have to say, he should not have too much 6-8s in the small blind.
No.
So even though if he has a queen, maybe... So either ace-queen like me, but maybe king queen, jack queen, but then he's always below.
Yeah, good analysis. If he has kings plus, we're behind. On the rest, we should be ahead almost always. Yeah.
So he bets.
Okay. What do you think about size?
It's not too much. It feels like not even a c bet.
Yeah.
I don't know. I will pay for sure or raise, but not fold. For bet.
I don't like the size too much. There's a lot of draws and stuff. I would bet bigger if I had a hand. It can make sense GTO wise and just betting range or just trying some stuff. You could bet a middling hand this way, let's say an 8 or pocket jacks. But same, never folding. We are way ahead against this size. We should be doing really well. The thing is, do we want to raise or not?
The thing is, now that he took the initiative, I would have just called and leave him the initiative to raise even. I mean, I would have check raised maybe on the turn then again.
Keep in mind we're in position.
Yeah, the check raise, but I would have raised on the turn. I think I will just call.
That can be a thing. There's gonna be some scary terms. Let's say a jack of clubs on the turn. Then we need to be a bit careful. So we keep the pot smallish. I think our hand is good enough to raise for value. We can get called by a lot of worse. Get jacks, queen jack, 10-9, whatever, if he has that. But I like calling too. So we called, it's fine.
No, I didn't.
Okay, we raise.
Yes, I don't remember what I do on the. I don't remember what I.
It's fine. It's fine.
So, but now that I see, I would have just called.
Calling is fine. Raising is fine too. But I would go bigger. If I raise, I go bigger. Because keep in mind, we give him a great price here, and there's draws and stuff. I would go 24 or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Overbet almost then. Okay.
It's not an overbet because he bet so small in the first place.
Okay.
It seems like a huge raise, but it's not. Compare. There's so much already in the pot. 24 is not a huge raise compared to that.
Okay.
I'd go bigger. This is really small. Now he gets great odds now. He can almost call ace king or king jack here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I raised up to 16.
Yeah.
And he raised back again.
Now it gets thick. So, wow.
I think I remember I was a bit scared of 8s, but that was the only hand I was scared.
Yeah, kings plus, kings aces he could have.
Yeah.
What's your thought?
If in any case it's too low, I cannot fold this amount.
No, we can never fold. We can even call just to hit the queen maybe or an ace.
Yeah, so
we can never fold. The thing is, I would be more happy if he jams. Then I would not fold because he might jam draws. But would he do this with, let's say, king 10 of clubs, clicking back? This looks really strong. But then again, we have top pair. We don't know it's NL2. I would just call, and on a brick turn, I would get it in. On a really ugly turn, okay, this is a sick fold. I don't hate it.
I was super scared of that.
What?
Well, I was super scared again of the raise.
One thing I want to give you a how do you say, props here, because this is a really disciplined fold. This you would have never done this 3 weeks ago. But that's a great improvement. One thing is here, I'm scared too. I would just call for the odds. We get great odds. If he shows us kings, we can call here to hit an ace or a queen.
Okay.
The thing is, sometimes we're dead against eights, then our outs don't even help. But we get such a great price. I would see what happens on the turn, but I don't mind folding. It looks so strong by him.
Call and then maybe check fold then if you raise again.
On a brick turn, I would have trouble folding, but on a jack of clubs turn, I fold. On a king turn, I fold. On a 10 of clubs, maybe I fold.
Yeah, okay.
On bricks, I would not fold.
Yeah, he folded even before now. But
yeah. No, it's fine. But it seems a close spot, even.
It looks so strong because he raised, I raised back, and then he raises again.
Yeah. True. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine in my opinion. Man, just one hand, we got already 6 minutes in. Let's go. I guess this is just going to be 10 hands or so. Let's see. Okay.
Second hand, ace queen.
Well played though, nice hand. Yeah, next one. Let's go.
Ace queen in the big blind.
Maybe we can get
position folds. with 9 blinds, okay.
Yeah. We can just go quick. What
okay.
Yeah, perfect.
So button opens. Small blind, 3 bets. And I decided to call because he's calling a lot on his side. He was calling a lot at this point.
Okay, this is a spot where in general I would not have a cold calling range. The thing is, we're in sandwich. It's not gonna play great.
The thing is, I don't want to 4-bet.
I would decide either we 4-bet or we fold in general. Because the thing is, this is tough to play and he can 4-bet still the button. So if we think small blind is loose enough, I would 4-bet. If he's really tight, I would just fold. And make it simple. This makes it tricky to play. The hand is perfect for cold calling, but on average, it's a tough spot to play with him behind who can rejam. It's not going to be a great investment, in my opinion. The hand would be so nice to play with a flop, but it's a tricky spot. I would, against him playing so tight until now, I would just, it seems sick because these positions, button, small blind, big blind, it seems like we really want to play ace queen suited here. But him being so tight until now, 3-betting 5% in 200 hands, I just fold. Fold. If he was loser, I would always 4-bet, make it 26. Not huge. If someone jams, we fold.
Okay.
Yeah. 4-bet folding, because we do...
Was, I marked him a red also.
Okay. Yeah, it's fine. So we play against the small blind range with ace queen. This is the best case for us. Him folding and us being in position. Okay? Flop a flush draw?
Yep, flop flush draw. We don't hit any pair, but yeah.
Seems a strong hand. He bets huge. That's not great news.
Yes, he bets huge, and so I don't remember what I did, but
I would.
I think yeah.
I would just call, but everything seems fine. Jamming is not a mistake here. We have equity against a lot of hands. Okay. The problem is if he has ace king, we just have 4 hearts. Let's say he has king jack, then the ace is good too. That would be good. But I just call, see a turn, hopefully make a flush. Yeah, I like the call. I like the call. Turn is not as good if you think about it. Now kings, we're drawing that against.
Even we are still only looking for either an ace, but in case he has not ace king.
Yeah.
Or a heart. So.
If he bets again, I'm even inclined to fold here. Let's see. Yeah, once he jams, we definitely think about it.
Yeah. And the thing is, that's one spot I have still no clue. I still have no clue how much. What's my equity to call with waiting for any hurt on the river? I have no. I would say. I never know if I can call this or not.
I'll try to help you. This is simple math. Maybe we want to get into this. How many outs do we have here? What do you think?
I don't even know how much cards of the same suit we have.
Think about it. You're gonna get that in 2 minutes. Or
we have 14 cards, 14 hearts.
There's 52 cards. 52 cards. Think about it.
So we have 13 hearts. There's already 4 on the board. Me plus the board.
Yes.
So there's 9 outs left in case he has no
heart, but we don't want to consider that. We don't know. So we have 9 outs. That's a good point. We have 9 cards to make a flush. The rule is here, the equity, our percentage per street is our outs times 2. That's our percentage. A little bit more.
Okay, so I can never call this because I need at least...
Exactly. We wanna, this is basic simple math. We wanna get this right. We do 9 times 2. It's 18%. On average, for one street, we can add 2%. So I'd say, where's this sign? No, the sign we wanna, this one. We have 20% here. We add 2% because it's just one street. Our equity is the outs times 2. If it was on the flop, it's the outs times 4. It would be 9 times 4 is 36%. If we just have hearts, We don't know that, but that's what we assume. And a little bit less on average. A little bit less, which is 34, maybe 35%. If it's on 2 streets, it's a little bit less. Let's confirm on Equilab. So we have flop, king of clubs, 6 of hearts, deuce of hearts. Let's see if I'm right here or not. We have ace of hearts, queen of hearts. And he has a hand like ace king, ace of spades, king of diamonds. So we just have hearts, right, as outs. Mm-hmm. We should have 35% here. 36, okay. A little bit more because we have some chops maybe or whatever. But it's fine at some point. 1% is not going to change our world. 6 of clubs, we should have now 20%. 18, okay. We don't need to add. Sometimes we need to add, sometimes we don't. It's fine. We just do our outs times 2 for 1 street. And if it's both cards still, then we have it times 4.
Yeah,
okay?
But we can never call because I need 34%.
Exactly. We can never call here unless we know his range is wide and he has worse draws, which we dominate.
Okay.
Then that would help us, right? But if we know he has a king and our ace is not good, then we always need to fold.
Okay.
Yeah, let me see. Let's say he has king 10, then it's different, but we don't know. So then we have 25, even then it's a fold because it's 12 outs, it's not enough.
Okay.
Yeah, three aces too, but it's always a fold here. You ended up calling. Nice hand. I almost thought you punted this one. No, this is always a fold. Yes, nice hand. Okay. Think about it, if he just has 20 BB and he jams, then we need to almost call because we get the odds then, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well played, nice hand. So far, no huge punts, nice hand. How many hands do we have? Just 2 now?
Yes, that's the third one now.
We're already 70 minutes in. We're gonna do 10 hands, I guess.
Yes, I will try to be a bit...
No, it's fine. It's fine. We get some important concepts. Yes?
Okay. Next hand, ace 10 offsuit in the middle position.
Okay, let's go fast, yes.
So I open.
Yes.
Cutoff folds, button calls, small blind folds, and big blind folds.
Seems a fun player, probably wide range.
Yes.
Flop seems decent.
Yes, I like the flop.
Yes.
I have the ace, the pair of aces. I have some straight draws.
One thing here, he 3-bet 8%, so I hope he's 3-betting queens plus. He has almost no sets, no ace king, ace queen. So that's good. The only hand I'm really worried here is Jack 10, but let's see.
Yeah. I decide to bet.
Yeah, sizing, I would go, yeah, it's fine. It's not a huge deal, but I might go a bit bigger, maybe 5 or so.
Okay.
We want to get value against Queen Jack or King Jack, or think about it, those all have a gut shot to go with, so he's calling no matter what.
Okay.
Yes.
He calls.
Okay.
Comes 10 in the
what
turn.
Do we think about the turn? Good for us or not?
I like it, but I don't like it at the same time. So
this is quite.
It brings flushes. It brings jacks.
This is not, even though it seems we improved, but it's not Queen Jack, King Jack, Jack 9 suit that he could have. Diamond scatter. It's not a great turn. I would check turn.
And I check.
I like it. 3 we definitely have to call. So small. If he bets huge here, I'm getting worried, but 3 we call. Yeah, nice hand. River.
River, I check again because...
Another thing, even if we were behind on the turn, we can just call that size to hit our full house almost.
Okay.
How many outs do we have? Count them now.
How many outs for what?
To make a full house on the turn. On the river, from turn to river.
4 cards, so we have 8%.
Yes, perfect. Yeah. That's you already got it. Yeah. 4 outs times 2, 8%. Yes.
So I check. He bets again 3 blinds.
Easy call. Just call him.
Yeah, I call and he has
that's fine. He gives us such a great price. We're gonna be beat sometimes, but he can have queen 10 here, king 10, whatever. So it's fine. Definitely call. Seems good.
Okay.
Especially on NL2. Next one.
Next one, I have ace 5 suited in the button. Middle position folds, cut off limps 1 BB when he has 10 left, 12 left.
This is tricky because if we raise here, we're committing ourselves, right? We get it in.
Yes.
Ace 5 suited seems good enough if he's playing really loose. So yeah, this could be a spot to limp as well. We're not pushing a ton of equity, but it's a bit tricky.
I would have limped as well.
Yeah, sometimes you could, because we want to avoid him rejamming, right? Let's say we have a hand like 6-7 suited here. We just want to limp. This is one of the few spots where limping can make sense. Because if we raise 4, we don't want him to jam in 11 with 7 high, right?
Okay.
We want to see a cheap flop. And to limp allows us that. The blinds might check. This is almost like live poker then.
Okay, because... okay.
Think about it. We don't... If we have a hand like 7-8 suited, we want to play it in some way. We want to see a flop.
Yes, okay.
But us raising... Again?
Not with ace 5 or...
Ace 5?
Because I would be happy to go all in if he raises again against him.
Yeah, if we know he can have any hand, yes. But the thing is, we have, even against a random range, we're not that far ahead. Because he has ace 6 offsuit, ace 7 offsuit, all that stuff. The more loose he is, if he's super loose, then it's fine. But think about it, ace 5 suited, we might be ahead, but we're not gonna do, it's not a clear spot. Let's give him a 35% range. We're flipping against that. So we're not pushing in money good. This is a wide range now, you see?
Okay.
This is a random range with a ton of hands. Let's put these in. Maybe all the ace, that helps us. Then we might be slightly ahead. It's 50-50 exactly against such a range.
Okay, wow.
The thing is, we are dominated by his 8 ace offsuit, stuff like that. Let's say we have a hand like ace 9 offsuit, which seems worse than ace 5, maybe, because just in theory. But we are way ahead. Not way ahead, but we're doing better. Because we dominate those 9x and those middling hands. So this is a thin spot. Let's give us ace 2 suited. Then we're already behind. Yeah, it's not... Unless we know he's super loose.
He's always limping, so...
Yeah, if we know he has all hands here, then it's good. Then we were pushing a bit of equity, but it's not printing money. We have kings here, printing money.
Okay.
We have 9s here, should print money. Yes, still. Those are the marginal spot. King Queen should do okay against his range, yes. So yeah, I don't mind limping, I don't mind raising. Yeah.
So isolated on my side. Small blind folds, big blind calls.
Okay. Yeah.
And he jumped.
Yeah, that's the thing what's gonna happen. Yeah. Now we need to call 7, I guess. I don't want to rejam. I don't want to get it in against big blind. We call and hope big blind calls. Yeah. Now we get such a good price. We need to hope for a good flop. On an ace-high flop, it's gonna be tricky now. Okay, what do you think?
I don't like it.
Yeah, bad flop. Bad flop.
Any pocket pairs.
Yeah, Peel can have any 2 here. It's annoying.
Yes.
I would just check if we get the chance to see a turn. Yes, check behind.
I check.
Also, think about it with the pot. This is a special pot because it's protected by him being already all in. We cannot bluff flop because we risk him having good hands still.
Yes.
Makes no sense. Yeah, just check. We hit the gutter, which is nice. Check again. I like it, and try to show it down. Maybe we can beat a few. Yeah, 4 I'm calling. What the heck? 4 I'm calling because we need to think about our odds. Get one back.
Yes.
We need to be good here 9% of the time.
But
think about it. He can have completely random hands. Peel. If he has a hand like King Queen here, he might do this. And Chris could have also Jack 10 or some random stuff. I think we should be good enough to call this. We need to win so few times. We're gonna be behind often, but that's okay. We get such a great prize. Let's say 9 out of 10 times we're behind here. Should we call or not? From 10 times, 90% of the time we're behind calling. Should we call?
With 9%, yes?
Yes, 91% we get the threshold. Yes. Okay. So that's so sick. We can call almost always losing. We get such a great price that it makes a call, in my opinion. Okay, we fold?
Yeah, I fold and they show ace 10. And
okay, we were just one below against ace 10. Yeah. Think about if you had ace queen or ace jack, would you have called? Probably not, right?
If I had what?
Ace jack?
Yes.
You would have called. In my opinion, it's almost a similar hand here, ace 5 to ace jack.
Yeah, it's quite similar, yes.
Yeah, be aware that we should not fold ace high. Ace high should be strong enough. Again, this time it makes the difference. Having ace jack, we would beat his ace 10. But we get such a great price. I would just call all ace high.
Okay.
King high I might fold because it's tough to beat both with king high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the one had a queen jack.
Yeah, you were ahead. That's fine. Next one. Seems fine.
Next one, ace deuce in the button.
Okay, let's go.
Under the gun folds, up to me. I
open, I like it, yes.
He folds, he 3-bets.
Another thing here. What do you recognize? Yeah, 3-bet a lot, 64 hands. Sizing way too small.
It's not so huge sizing.
Way too small. We get a great spot here calling in position. Always call. Just if he made it 12. No. No, what are we doing?
I 4-bet because he was 3-betting so much.
Hand makes sense, but don't waste our hand. Our hand does so well calling in position. We get a great price. I would just call. It's an easy spot to play. And this seems now tricky. We don't know, is he folding enough? Is he not? Is this from the tilt session? No.
It is.
Okay. Yeah, I would just always call. If you want to bluff, use a hand like king 6 suited or so.
Okay.
But I don't think we want to bluff, and I don't like our sizing. If we want to bluff, I would make it way smaller. Let's say 24.
Okay.
It has the same effect, but we risk less.
Okay. And he calls.
Okay, let's see a flop. Interesting.
6, queen 6 rainbow.
Okay, what do you think?
Anything at this point. I have no clue because I just wanted him to fold. So
yeah. Let's give him a reasonable calling range. I'd say 9s through jacks. I think he would jam kings plus pre-ace king.
Yes.
He could have ace queen, king queen suited, a few queen x. The queen is not amazing. Would be better to see a king on the flop or so.
Mm-hmm.
But him leading, and now the hand is over. Yes, I like it. Even though his lead makes no sense. But again, be aware. This is another thing. This is a marginal spot to 4-bet pre-flop. Just seeing that he leads out flop now makes me think that we get so much value just by playing solid and tight.
Mm-hmm.
They make so many mistakes. We just can be patient and wait for good hands.
Yes, that's why I wrote a big no in the.
Yeah, this is just
session.
Call pre-flop. The hand goes call pre-flop. He c-bets flop and we fold. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Simple hand.
Yeah.
Next one.
I have a queen 10 of suit in the under the gun. This one I should not have opened.
Yes, good point.
I realized after. That's also why I think I will go first. He calls and I almost. No. Okay.
Go back.
I realized after the hand I should not have opened it.
Yes. First mistake already. That's fine. Mistake. Fold pre-flop. And go on. Big blind defense, which is a complete fun player. Yes.
Yes, and then I have no clue on the flop because I have.
Think about it. What is he calling in the big blind?
Anything?
Yes, there's so many hands which fold now. 6-7 offsuit, 9-8.
Yeah.
All that stuff. Just c-bet once flop. This is a fit or fold flop.
That's why I did c-bet.
I like it. Maybe 3 seems fine. Not too small because when we go too small, I'm worried they don't fold anything. They just think it's 4 cents.
Just a tiny bit of half pot. So
think about it. Also, when our strategy is fit or fold, we'd rather take all the fold equity on the flop. So go a bit bigger on the flop and then give up. So we can. Okay. We have to make sure they fold.
Okay.
Because it's different if we plan on bluffing a lot of turns, then we don't mind them calling a weak hand. I would go 4 on the flop or 5, and then if he calls, it's over. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And
he calls.
But I also find the 10 now.
Yeah. Think about what is he calling on the flop. Is he gonna call 6-7 offsuit?
Maybe.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so, but maybe any Broadway.
Yeah. Let's nail down the range. Ace X, King X, Queen Jack, those Broadway stuff with gutters, maybe pocket fives and hearts. That should be it. Simple range.
Yeah. Then he decides to check. I check again on this one.
I like it. Betting turn would be a big mistake in my opinion. We beat a few hands. But we just want to go to showdown, beating those hands. Pocket sixes we beat. That's it.
Mm-hmm. And now comes the 8 of diamond.
Yes.
He bets half pot.
Think about what do we beat?
I beat almost anything except kings. But because he would not. Would he have called for a flush draw from the flop which has only 1 diamond? I don't know. Would he have not raised on the second diamond?
Yeah, we don't care too much about the flush draw. The main thing, think about his main calls on the flop, what beats us.
Aces and kings?
All ace X and all king X. Those beat us. The backdoor flush is really unlikely. Queen Jack beats us. But think about what could he be bluffing here. It's hard to find bluffs in my opinion. Only hearts. Hearts maybe.
Yeah.
The thing is, this gets close because he's playing so random. Maybe he's calling, once we bet so small, maybe he calls queen 9 of spades on the flop. Then this becomes a call, I guess, because he can bluff those hands. This is really tricky. I'd say I don't mind folding. I don't think calling is a great mistake, but I would tend to fold. I like to fold, yeah. Well played, discipline. I like to fold. Nice hand. Next one.
Next one, I have ace jack in the small blind.
Yes, let's go.
Ace jack suited, under the gun limps.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Fold. The cutoff isolate.
Mm-hmm.
And now, again, this kind of hands I have no clue because I don't want to fold. So even button calls. And I don't want to fold usually, but...
I like where you're coming from. It's a tricky spot in the small blind. I would call or free bet. I would not fold. Ace jack suited is a good enough hand to get in the pot. I would either call or squeeze. I think we should be way ahead against Xandro. He's probably a fun player, just not full stacked and randomly. Against Gold Chain, it gets tricky. I would make it 20 and fold if Gold Chain jams. That way we can isolate Xandro. Ace jack suited should be way good enough.
Okay.
And Gold Chain against the limp, maybe he's racing quite wide. Calling seems fine too. Ace jack suited should play well multi-way.
So the thing is, I didn't call because he's 3-betting also a lot here. Do you see? Yeah.
Yes.
He has 13% and I don't want to get because I will fold anyway.
Think about this is a spot happening so rarely. Him 3-betting here. First of all, he needs to find a hand. Then he needs to think this is a good spot. It's just seeing, in my opinion, it's a mistake thinking, okay, someone 3-bets 10%, it's standard. 13, he's 3-betting way more. This happens so rarely. This spot will happen so rarely, seriously. This is not a thing which should influence our decision. It should a tiny bit, but not enough to make us change our basic decision.
Okay.
Let's say he had 50 here, 3-bet. Then I'm on point. But then he's crazy. And we can get it in with ace jack.
Okay.
Yeah, because that would need to happen. Him 3-betting every second time. This means 13% here means it's also not enough hands to put value on it. It should be 2k hands that we have a clue. Because this might be 5 hands and he just 3-bet 2 where he had it. So don't put too much emphasis on the numbers, on the stats in this way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even though if he did not 3-bet, I think he would have folded here because I don't want to...
I think it's good enough to call. I would call.
Okay.
But then we need to be careful post-flop. Basically, against Gold Chain, we don't want to get a lot of money in. Against Xandro, if there's an ace, we go broke. He can have any two. Yeah. That's our plan already. Against wide ranges, we go broke. Against a tight one from Gold Chain, we be careful.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a general plan. Okay, and that flop we're not gonna do well. What happened? Yeah. Okay, yeah. You see squeezing would, because he isolated the wide range. And Xandro has a lot of hands. Yes, next one. I think we learned.
I have jacks in a small blind. Only 4. Under, no, it's not under. It's cutoff. Cutoff opens. Maybe not so much. Button raises. He was not full stack either.
Yeah.
I decide to 4-bet.
I like it. I kind of like it, yeah. I don't like it. Especially, this tells us a bit more. Because these stats seem really loose here. Kind of. Yeah, maybe, nah, it's just 40 hands. Now I thought 67 VPIP. That's the fold to 3-bet, right? 67.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, no, then it's not even that. It's just too few hands. It's cutoff, button, small blind. I like to 4-bet, yeah. I don't mind it. I like it.
He folds.
Ooh, now it gets ugly. The main value we want to have with jacks here is them folding. Then we're happy. Them calling, then we should be ahead as well. Calling ace queen, pocket 10s, 9s. The thing is, once we get 4-bet, our hand gets quite marginal against the tight range. I don't see people going super crazy here with 9s or so. What's your thoughts or plan now once we get 4-bet?
I think I just put it all in, I think.
Yeah, I think it's too loose.
And I think I would still do the same now.
No, it's too loose. Against the 4-bet, we should get away with jacks. Give him a range. What do you think he can have? You think he can have 10s this way?
Yes.
That's...
Oh, definitely. I'm almost... I think so. Yes.
But think about the action. Someone raised, he 3-bet, you 4-bet, and he clicks it back, not even jamming. He should never have 10s against in a reasonable setup. The solver would maybe 4-bet here, queens plus ace king, that's it.
Okay.
Unless we have a read, which we don't have in this case, right?
Yes.
Was he full stacked? Not really.
No.
The thing is, on an NL2, people might do random stuff. You might be right there. But on average, we're not doing great against a tight range with jacks. We're behind, definitely. Let's give him 10s plus ace king if we think he's really wide. Even against that, we're slightly behind. But there's some dead money, so it could be okay. But I would just, this is another thing, this is a marginal spot where we put money in maybe slightly ahead, but maybe if he has a tight range, we're way behind.
Okay.
So I'd say skip, be really tight against 5-bets.
Okay, because I would have, if he was full stacked, I would have folded on this one.
Okay, but yeah.
It's just because the profile and...
Yeah, but yeah, okay. But he might not have the rebuy on or so. Yeah, this, in my opinion, we wanna have a learning. Play really tight against 5-bet.
What would you have called or went all in with?
Queens plus ace king. Jacks is borderline. Again?
Queens you would have...
Queens plus ace king. Even queens might be close, ace king also, but queens plus ace king I would go broke.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
As a general rule, we want to stack off not with many worse hands than queens plus ace king. Unless, let's say we had 200 hands here, and he was going crazy every hand, or he was tilted, if you saw a hand before, him being tilted and shoveling money in randomly, then Jack is the nut, yes. But I don't know. We don't have any reads until now. Just that he was not super full stacked. Yeah, I think I would fold against the 4-bet.
Okay.
Next one.
I can be disciplined every
Yeah, a bit disciplined we need. Okay.
So I'm in the middle position with another gun that so he limped on the he joined the table and limped.
Yeah, the cutoff. Yes.
The cutoff.
Big blind. These are the blinds. Cutoff posted the blind.
Yes.
Yes. It's fine. Yes. I would raise sizing.
And I missed. I would have made it 5.
Yes. Yes. Perfect. That's just focus again. Let's try to be focused.
Actually.
Yeah.
I misclicked. I wanted to put +2/+2 and I clicked.
Okay, that's fine. That's not a huge deal. That's easy to fix. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and now he raises.
Okay, go on.
Call.
Ooh.
And with everyone calling here.
We get a great prize, but this once again is a hand.
Fold, but with the prize.
We get a great prize, but this is a hand which again is marginal against tight ranges. Because if there's an ace on the flop, it's gonna be an ugly spot, and if we get money in, we're always behind. If we are really disciplined, I would fold. I would not fold if it was suited. I like folded. If we call, we need to be really careful post flop. Yeah, we need to know what we're doing post flop. Okay, we call. I don't think it's a huge deal. In the manner of things, I would fold. Just be disciplined, fold it.
Okay.
Out of position, it doesn't play great. Okay, go on. We check.
I check.
Yes, check. Hopefully it checks through. Now we need to fold. For sure.
Yeah, and I think...
yes, I like it. Then it's not a big deal. A big mistake would be stack. You see, ace-10 was completely shredded. What do you say?
Yes.
Let's put our hands in. We got 18% pre-flop, but give them these two hands. We're dead. We have no outs, you see? We have 9%. The thing is, our ace is dead against his ace-king, and our 10 is dead against queens.
Yes.
That's the thing why we wanna be really disciplined with such hands, especially out of position. We don't know exactly what they have, but let's give them a more reasonable range, a little bit wider. Let's give the other guy also something like this. Tight range, maybe. Against two tight ranges, we have 15, it's counting now, 17%. We don't get the odds. You see, it seems we get such a great price, but it's not even enough against two reasonable tight ranges.
Yeah, I would have folded.
Yeah. One thing is, they might not be reasonable tight. If one has such a range, maybe it gets close. But I don't know why it's counting so much now. Yeah, we're doing a bit better because we dominate some hands. Yeah, but it's
I just called for the sake of I have the good price, but
yeah. No, we wanna, if it was in position, I'd definitely call, then it's better. But still against the tight range, it's not great. Okay. Out of position, it seems a fold. Yeah, just fold. Right. How many hands did we get in so far?
And now we are at hand number 10.
Now we're at 10?
Yes.
Should we? Let's do this one and then we wrap it up. We just do 10 and maybe next time 10 more.
All right. So
otherwise we get 2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do this one on point. This one we're gonna nail.
In the small blind.
Okay.
Under the gun folds up to me.
Yes. Perfect.
So I decide to open. He just calls.
What do we think? Just think about his range.
He can defend with a lot of things.
Yes. One thing here, even though we just have 28 hands, it seems reasonable. He's a wreck. Definitely tag him red. He folded some hands. VPIP PFR seems reasonable.
You think?
Yeah, think about it. 22-15.
Yeah,
you see?
Hands. Yeah.
This means he folded a lot of hands and he raised a few. This already is a good indicator, even against 30 hands.
Yeah, but still he can defend a lot of things in the big blind.
Yes, sure. But seeing something like this makes me think he's a wreck. Just because he folded a lot of hands, a fun player would not do that.
Okay.
And he raised some, and that's the solid strategy. So I would say he's a wreck. He's also full stack. That's a good indicator. One thing more, he plays more tables. That's something you can also look at. Someone on different tables, that's usually a good indicator that he's a wreck. Okay, but he's gonna have a wide range here defending. Yeah, it's a reasonable range, I'd say. Yeah.
Yep. So I decide to c-bet.
I like it. Even though it's, I just said now standard, I like it. I would say it's close. It's not a great flop to our hand. We have some showdown value. I wouldn't mind checking this one.
Okay.
In general,
so I c-betted because if he raises, I think I would have almost folded already. Then.
Please again, I didn't understand.
I did the c-bet because if I check and he raises, I think I would almost.
Yeah.
Already.
Yeah. We need to see. Ace King can be a good hand to check call. We beat draws, and our out should be decent. And another thing is, he's not always gonna bet. There's gonna be times when it goes check, check. Then we're happy taking it to showdown.
Okay.
So if he's the guy to bluff a lot, I like it too. It's better that way. But we don't know, so I don't mind checking. I don't mind betting. One thing, if I had a good hand here, I would never bet this size. In theory, it can make sense. In my opinion, on NL2, if we have ace 10 here, we want to bet 5 PB or 4. There's so many draws. There's so many gutters.
Okay.
Yeah. We do just want to get value. Yeah, and also this can happen, because this looks weak. Now it can induce a bluff, maybe.
Yeah. And I just fold.
Now we fold, yeah. I like the fold now. We cannot...
I can never call the...
No. We cannot go crazy. Just play solid.
Yep.
Yes. That was 10 hands, exactly.
Yes.
All right. First thing, I really want to say this was way better than 3 weeks ago. So huge thumbs up. I see a lot of improvements here.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, way more disciplined. A lot of stuff you understood already, which at the first video, maybe you had no clue about equities and stuff and how ranges interact a bit. And just, I feel like you're getting the points right, which you're doing the homework. So that's great. Already we see it from the results too. So now we just need to be consistent and get maybe some mindset stuff on point. And yeah, that solid basic stuff. Hit that one really, then it's gonna help on Microstakes. What do you think for the next weeks?
Yeah, I think I'm starting to get more and more confident with my gameplay in general. I just have some weird things now. I'm started to be a little bit. I have some fear, I have to say. It's a bit weird. I have no clue why, but when I start the session, I have some fear.
Fear of losing. Fear of not doing well. That can happen. Fear of getting into tricky spot.
Yeah, on weird spots. Yeah, I have no clue, but it goes in 10 minutes. I have no fear anymore, but it's just the beginning of the session. I have a bit fear.
Okay.
I have no clue why. No clue.
That's completely fine. That can happen because we have some expectations. We think it gets tough or so. We need to get used to it. By the way, sun is coming in here. I'm getting enlightened now. But how do we want to deal with this? Yeah, just get used to it. Don't start in your head thinking, okay, why is it what it's bad or so. Just try to observe it. Try to see where it goes, and yeah. Also, speaking it out can help. I'm a bit afraid. Maybe you say, I'm a bit afraid of playing now, but it will be fine. Something to relax you down a bit or so.
Okay.
And already you getting aware about it, it's a good start. So that's let's see if it keeps in the next session. Maybe at some point it's experience, it's gonna settle down. But we want to focus on that, especially if it influences on play. Fear is not a bad thing. Fear makes you more alert too. So maybe we can trigger it in a way where it helps you getting more focus right away and stuff. Yeah, let's see. If it's in the next sessions too, we will start working on it.
But I'm also happy because now I find some when I play some hands, I feel like it's some patterns going back, and I know them.
The old ones.
I know. Yes. I feel like I am learning. Let's say some hands are really patterns, which almost always work, and I have to follow these patterns, and that's nice for the confidence also.
Yeah. We wanna.
Them. I know we reviewed them. And I'm not fear to either call or fold if necessary. So.
Perfect, yeah. That's the blueprint we want to have in the back of our mind. That's awesome, yeah. Yes. That's gonna help, yeah, for the fear too. All right, last words.
Again, thank you for following the whole project.
Yeah, I hope. Yeah. Again, we hope if you have some ideas for new formats or feedback, let us know in the comments. That's always amazing. All the people supporting, I have to make a list. I could name a few, but I would miss others, so I don't want to do that. Yeah, thanks guys, as always, for tuning in, and see you in the next episode for week number 4.
4, yeah, exactly.
All right.
See you.
See you. Bye-bye.